The thought of retirement is exciting, but when you think about that paycheck coming to a screeching halt, it can cause anxiety. So we brought in Jacksonville's retirement coach, Adam Wolf. He is back to talk about it. He is the president of Wolf Retirement Navigation. Adam, it's so good to see you.
Great to see you too.
So we had the viewers. We asked them if you have any questions for the retirement coach, write in. And so we got a compilation of questions today.
Yes.
So we want to ask you some of those. And so let's start out with one young lady saying, I am nervous about no longer having a paycheck in retirement. What will be my options for income? Yeah,
moving from a a working world where you're earning a living and making an income to not having an income in retirement, that's very, very nerve-wracking, and anxiety is there. So there are options. One is either using the use of a lifetime income annuity or using a withdrawal rate of your overall savings, but you have to be careful on how much you take out so that you last a lifetime and don't run out of money.
Right, obviously have to come up with that formulation. The next question that we have for the coach, quote, I am a teacher and plan on retiring next year. Do I have any decisions to make with regard to my pension, or do I just take what they give me?
Yeah, so the Florida retirement system, like a lot of employers, some employers still have that, that pension. So the Florida retirement system and taking that pension when you get of age and for your terms and years of service, but also if you've paid into your 403B, which is your 401k equivalent to, if you have a certain amount of money, how much to spend and not be taxed on, because you want to control the taxes and the investment options in retirement.
Okay, another question. This is the third one. I bought a variable annuity several years ago, but I am not sure if it is still in my best interests to have it. Am I locked into the contract, or can I make some changes to it? What do you recommend?
Yeah, a lot of times when someone owns an annuity, depending on the type of annuity they own, they can be very, very complicated. And so sometimes the variable annuities aren't in clients' best interest, in my opinion, because of the fees and because a lot of times people buy variable annuities and annuities in general for safety. Variable annuities, you can lose the value of your principal. So watching out for fees and watching out for risk, you want to look at it, but you can potentially get out of the annuity contract. You just have to know how to do that, and we help clients with that.
Just have somebody look at it, because
Correct.
The last thing you want to do is lose the principal on something along those lines,
Bingo.
right? Yeah,
That's
you don't want a lot of risk as you're getting closer
Correct.
to retirement. Okay, question 4. I am 66 years old. How much of my retirement portfolio should I have invested in the stock market?
Everybody's different. There's rules of thumbs out there that if you're 100 years, you take 100 year on 100 and you subtract your age, and that's how much you should have in the stock market versus the bond market. But rules of thumb can be dangerous as well, because everybody's different and everybody has a different set of circumstances. How much risk you can take doesn't mean how much risk you should have in retirement, because you do not want to have large corrections affect your ability to spend your money in the future.
That's right, exactly. It goes back to the whole risk reward as you get into retirement. If someone's watching right now and they're thinking to themselves, I've got a lot of different investment vehicles and a lot of different places, a 401k, maybe an annuity, stocks, bonds, what have talk about what you do and you say you do for your clients or potential clients who just want to come in the door and say, hey, here's what I got, what do I do?
Yeah, you come in and meet with us and we review what you currently have, whether it's your sources of income from your pensions or potential pensions and working years and your 401ks, your IRAs. We take a look at everything and we say, what is your risk that you currently have? Is it right for you? How much are you paying in fees? So you get that fee analysis as well, and then we look at it from what are your actual goals in retirement, and does it make sense to tweak your current plan if you have one? Does it make sense to create your own plan for yourself in the future? And then if you're working with someone else, that's great. You're doing it yourself, that's great, but we can also help implement those changes as well.
You've said in the past, it's like getting a second opinion, right?
That's right.
Sometimes
Correct.
You just want to have that information as power.
You said it great.
Good to see you, Adam. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you, and thanks to Wolf Retirement Navigation for coming on and sponsoring this segment. If you have any questions for the coach, you can ask him yourself. Email questions to questions@jacksonvillesretirementcoach.com. Keep your questions brief. Be sure to include your name and number, and Adam may answer your question right here the next time we do our Ask the Coach segment. You can also sit down with Adam with that one-on-one in-depth review of your financial plan. The number's on your screen, 904-232-8760. They have locations in Jacksonville and also Clay County. You can go to wolfretirement.com for more information.